Hello everyone. Oh my god, it got busy in here. I don't even know what the entire chat says. Wow. Well, thank you all for showing up. I did not expect this to get this busy this quick. Hello everyone. Hello everyone, my name is James Dolph and welcome back to DOKI Literature Club. Now, if you remember where we left off, we're preparing, or it's the weekend now, and we're preparing for, some festival that we're doing, and we're helping Yuri at school, and hello, Blue, hello Short Sniper, hello Peanut Butter, hello Bear, hello, I saw Melodic Cyndaquil there somewhere, hello Logan. Seems there are Fartfetch here in town. I got 3 today. Oh yeah, Travis was telling me about that. That there was gonna for Go that they were gonna do that for a bit. I stopped by earlier at Travis and Sienna's, and Steve said you were there, but I didn't see you anywhere. I just saw Steve and Evelyn. Short Sniper. I had to dye my hair back. It was time. I finished my recovery. So here's what happened. I finished my recovery and I needed to go get a real job. So I tried dyed my hair back to brown, but it's been, as I've been showering, it's been going back to the bleached color. So there's too much chemicals in my hair right now, but I'm gonna grow it out. I'm gonna regrow out the whole mohawk, and then I'm gonna do it red when it's regrown out. I'm gonna put it back, go back to the red mohawk after. And this is my James Dolph hat. I am James Dolph. I am a wizard. I felt like I deserved a wizard's hat. So we're carrying on with that. So we're off to we are off to hang out with Yuri on this little lovely weekend. It's our first weekend in this school. I don't know if we get more than one. I used to have huge Liberty spikes that were red. Nice. The only interesting haircut I had was the mohawk, and I loved it so much that when I became a real, like, responsible adult, I was kind of thinking back to, like, you know what, the only haircut I had that I really liked was the only haircut I really had that I liked was my mohawk, so I just did it back again. You have to have a pretty high IQ to understand that Yuri is the best girl. Clean your house. It is what it is right now. Quit paying attention to back there. We're paying attention to the big part of the screen. I'm just here for your amusement. Alright, so I'm not facing the way I want to face, but if I flip the camera around, the game's gonna crash on me. So I guess it's fine. Well, I'll just do it now. Because it bugs me when when I'm looking at the game, I'm facing away. There, and then when I look here, then I look at the computer, I'm looking at the game with the rest of you. Alright, this is gonna crash when I bring it back up. Yes, it did. This game is not cool with not paying attention to the game. Alright, see you later, Logan. Potato was Logan. If he was actually at my brother's house when I went there, because I stopped by there today, because I bought the new Pokemon game, and I have Sun, so I borrowed a DS from him so I could trade a bunch of items, a bunch of battle items from one game to the other. And I went back there to return the DS today, and someone said that Logan was there. Logan is Logan's the potato smashed guy in chat. And I was gonna invite him over to play a horror with me. It's already Sunday. Team Rainbow Rocket Arc are awesome. I just finished my second island, and I haven't encountered them at all. I've encountered those people from those scientists from like another dimension, and they're cool guys. They're not bad guys. And you know what I didn't like too much about it so far is that it's saying that it's like all the advertisements are like the adventure continues, and it's like, are you seeing how this story is set up? This is not continuing. This is restarting. It's like you move back to town. Lily is still there. She just ran away from her mom at the Foundation Island thing, and Hao is still there, for God's sake. I don't know how Hao gets through, but he does. God, I hate Hao so much. Anyway, I'll figure it all out. A lot of people say that they fixed a lot of problems for post game that this game or that Sun and Moon had. I heard that most of those problems are totally gone, and post game is actually fun again. So we'll see. I'm trying to get there, but I'm only on the second. I'm only just finishing the second island. So anyway, Doki Doki. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's nothing wrong with introverts. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. I want it open all the way up. Kind of deal. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, never put Yuri aside. I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. How to get the wrench symbol. The wrench symbol is a mod symbol. Peanut Butter's got it, though. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? That's totally out of the blue. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I've reached Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a bit of a habit of simply entering each other's house like we're family. Make sense? The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange to not hear her run down and greet me. I headed up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, team! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. Oh, I like her casual better than in her uniform. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy, as it's always been. Oh, look at this little penguin duck with the hair in the background. I like that. I want one of those. That's awesome. I like her cat sweater too, all draped over her chair. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Dude, there's no wall decorations. There's like nothing. There's like a calendar. This music is very sad. I just want to point that out. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be seeing Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Siri had already left by the time we decided... Siri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you are doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, James. Eh? Why can't it just be like how it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. What the fuck are you talking about? I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Hee. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Hi, Nolan. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, James. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Hehehe. You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, James? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not... Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make it every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Ha ha ha. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everything in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, James. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah! James! Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. James, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Desperate, my arms begin wrapped around her. Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. James, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, James. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice. Then, yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard to me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. That didn't make me feel too good, because I found her as a very annoying character. And that was her cover-up character. So she was supposed to be over the top nice, and I just found it really annoying. Bear, how are you doing? Because I know that you recently got, I don't know if you want me to talk about it, but I know you recently had some stuff. Not depression stuff. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Shiori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. The door. Obviously there's Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? He does is no. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you are here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. It was the bottom drawer where all the sex stuff is. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. Sorry, I didn't do her voice for a minute there. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an excellent experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to figure out that you're pretty intense. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with intense. You're pretty intense. She's so shy and to herself. I'm gonna go with intense. Yeah, whatever. I didn't choose it. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. Oh, that seems a little bit sexy, or it could get really weird. This is gonna get really sexy or really weird right now. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles, a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I planned to cover the window in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not at all. My mom's got this one thing. 250 subs. I thought it was at 250 subs. I thought I got to 250 subs somewhere in Soma. Oh, it looks like 250 on my end. You guys seem to be excited for something that's going on. So I'm getting so that makes me nervous. That makes me nervous when you guys are excited. I'm just gonna raise this chair up a bit. Anyway, Mom has an incense burner, and it just looks like a tree man just taking a fat toke out of the incense thing. It's kind of funny. Not familiar at all. Excuse me. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. I was going to say penetrate, I don't know why. Never seen Tokyo Ghoul. That's hilarious. What are we talking about? It's hilarious. Alright, whatever. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch at the bottom. In a moment, a thin ray of vapor appears to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for an event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think it would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Hi there, you sip. Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract someone to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you're so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, James. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. All right. Spider-Man. There's a character. My favorite character. Ah, all right. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage with my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinged blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. That looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so... pretty. Aw, girl, you need to come over here to America. Or North America, I guess. 'Cause, yeah, North America. And, you should see some of these edgelord kids who collect swords. You won't feel weird at all. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? We got knives for days and guns in America. Should fit in well. Yep. Suits me? Yeah. It's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! James, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. Is she carrying this unsheathed, crazy sharp knife in her bag like it's nothing? It's not... No one said anything about it coming out of a sheath. You just pulled a knife out like the sword in the stone kind of thing. What's her bag made of? That knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Cool. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head and her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. No. How could I have done something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. It was a little more than a little weird, dude. It's vampire. Well, yeah, see, if she was a little more goth-like, a little more vampire-looking, it'd be much less weird. I guess she was just trying to help, right? Right? Yeah, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. Though she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. James! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri looks at me like I did something wrong. Ha ha ha! I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, James. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? Bro, I didn't even drink any blood. Bro. I'm here. She's here. I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I had expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Aw, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Oh, she surfs the Pinterest. She surfs the Pinterest. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Banner makes sense. Probably should have started there. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, they'll be too diluted. Alright, fuck. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than the full-size glasses. I put them on a plate and to catch as many paint that drips and then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is just a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a what? Paint a grandids across the banner. I have no idea what that word is. I've never seen that word. Starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well... She didn't roll up her sleeve, she rolled it down her sleeve. She rolled it down. Like that. I caught her doing something. But I'm gonna ignore it. I'm ignoring it. It will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. It kind of this kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I feel you, girl. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Why do I say is that so a lot? I say that so much. Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. God, I don't like her. I'm the one who picked her. I had picked her too. It's not your fault. And, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get you a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Ooh. Here. I pat down Yuri's face with the and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Obviously. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. An intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is this the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face becomes much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I mean, it's fine. Oh God. Cause I was like in middle school and I got a huge boner from it. That's the joke. That's the joke I was trying to make. I'm sorry if it wasn't clear. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like little stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty well and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with these results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. Won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. We made a door thing and a banner. You were talking about lots more when we showed up. Phew. Ha 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 ha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we've managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. The important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over. Or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway. You know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, James. Yuri takes a step closer and then briefly squeezes my hand. Oh god, she got way closer. I kind of like that thing about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get the chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Oh, Sayori's here. Ah, hi, James. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, James. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off, and she hurried off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Oh, she's got spots in her eyes. That you made such good friends, and that's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, James? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. Why would so much be... This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, James. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have I wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just... Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, James. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me, Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. James, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anyone. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. If you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh, I have a choice. I gotta go with the top one, right? Because we grew up together. She lives beside me. So we've grown up together, so she is technically like a sister. But she has feelings that I'm not gonna return if I'm going after Yuri. And these are two kind of damaged girls. So there's no playing the field in this right now. Because I'm deep into a danger zone. I gotta go with that one. Hey? Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helps me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. James. Suddenly Yuri wraps her arms tightly around me. Look, I have a character. Melodic is mad. Oh, he doesn't look mad. Alright. It's too late. It's my choice. It's what I'm going with. Oh, I should have saved there. Oh, I should have saved at the choice. That would have been the smart thing to do. Suddenly Yuri wraps her arms tightly around me. James, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Siri in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me. I love you, James. I want to be with you forever. See? This is what I didn't want. I didn't want this to go in a romantic direction. But it looks like it's gonna go in a romantic direction. Do I stick with this or do I go back to the save and just power through it? This is what I didn't want. I didn't want this to go in a romantic direction, but it's going in a romantic direction. You guys quit putting spoilers in chat. If you guys are gonna put spoilers in chat, I'm shutting it down so I can't see it. Peanut butter, you're outnumbered. Everyone else says stick to it. Alright. I feel Siri's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Siri? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment of my life. The happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, James. It's okay, Siri. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Siri and I slowly release each other. See, but the thing is, I didn't want it to go in a romantic direction. Like, it had to go in a different non-romantic direction. Because that's what you would say. If you knew someone you grew up with, you were neighbors your whole life, and you grew up together, you were like inseparable friends, that's what it would be. I had that neighbor. He was a guy neighbor though, but I love him like a brother. This is complicated because it doesn't... Because it's going in direct... It's taking everything so romantically and everything. Okay. Suri and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? See? Oh, this is not what I want. Hey, what are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I just want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple, we're not. Ugh. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Hey, James. Suri gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really sad, or really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Suri means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Suri? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns when you told... I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertainty when it comes to Suri. I know that I love her and that she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Suri's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Suri meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Suri is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Suri, but Suri isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Suri and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. James! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. There's no music. This is not a glitch. There's straight up no music. There's no sounds. This is weird. This is eerie. I don't like it. I want to go back and change my decision. Really, really, really badly. Monika's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she's prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Suri with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Suri told me yesterday. And I said... I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone and woken to wake her up after all. Ha 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 ha. You should take a little responsibility for her, James. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Siora really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan to bring this up with anyone yet. Jeez. I don't know the full you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to go check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it a almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different than the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. A lot of get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. It's named percentage sign. Get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem was never actually finished. It just stops moving. Okay, that's weird. You guys really sure you want me to stick this through? I really want to go back and change that answer. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. James? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem is completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... Ah, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself! Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or to wake her up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they've always have been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. This really is something that really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she leaves me no choice. Oh God. I gently open the door. Sayori. The background is an error message. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Shiori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. Why is it... That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Shiori that I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Shiori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I had just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it's always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't the game. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. That's not really an end, is it? What is going on right now? I see an annoying girl running at me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We're used to walking to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the classroom and let catch up to me. It was her face, and it was Yuri's face mashed together. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst for being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting on the average and spending my free time with games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is just as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding. It's been re-scripted to not have her in it at all. What is going on? Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I had no choice but to start with the anime club. James? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Aha! About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In any case, in that case, which club did you join then? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Ha ha ha. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. There's 4 of you. There's 4 of you. Shiori was in there. There's 4 of you. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of the members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insisting that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey James, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ha! Awesome! You're really sweet, James. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I sold my soul for a cupcake. I sold my soul to Monica. Okay. I truly follow Monica. Is she masterminding this? She's going to be outside the game. Okay. None of you know this because no one knew this. But I played a game called Pony Island. And most of the characters in that game were outside the game. So they were self-aware outside the game. Is she going to be the self-aware outside the game character? She's, if you don't know Pony Island, kind of think of her more like Flowey from Undertale. Flowey the flower. Flowey the flower. Where they're aware they're in a game and they're aware that they can redesign the game if they so choose. Okay, this is getting weird. Typically, follow Monica across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Okay. Girl 1. Hey? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, James. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Nasuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Nasuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think that she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Nasuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Nasuke. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into James in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget about that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Oh, I don't get I don't cupcakes this run now. Gotta go sleep, crap. Alright, see ya. Short sniper. This is gonna be up. We get to pick this up from here. We're an hour and 20 minutes in. So if you start clicking an hour and 20 minutes, this is where you'll be. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, James? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuke sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuke? Well, I guess. Natsuke reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Hey, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe in you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, James, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Nasuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy world. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but obviously, by the way her eyes light up, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can So deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. It was called Doki Doki Literature Club. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Aha, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuke's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about things that are cute, don't you, Natsuke?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine, fine. Natsuke, you write your own poems?
Well, sometimes I guess. Or I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuke averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing what to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest researches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuke feel comfortable enough to share hers. Okay. Now go with Nagasaki, lol Natsuki. Nah, but she likes knives, remember. But I don't... Yeah, but I don't do knives, I do guns. This game is starting to spook me, I'm woke. Write about happiness, you can probably, write about happiness, you can probably, make Sayori a ghost or some shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. If it was a ghost in here, I don't feel like it would be very, I don't think it would be very spooky. I think it's just gonna start killing them off one by one, in a random order. Based on minor decisions I make, like whether or not you're saying to someone that you should love like a sister, that you love them as a couple, or if you say, I just think we're friends, and really just really making someone trying to feel like shit would kill them off. I feel like I gotta go through that. Monika would probably be last. Yes, she probably would be, because there was all the options I had to spend time with girls. None of those options were Monika. I could have helped Monika over the weekend by going with Sayori, because they were working together. Okay. So, that's the only way. So that leads you to believe that Monika is last. But then again, I went for Yuri, and Sayori suffered. And Yuri's participating in glitching the game. Because when she showed up on screen, the game glitched out. So the game remembered that I killed... Not that I killed Sayori, but it remembers that I killed Sayori through Yuri. So, my question is, do I switch? Do I stay with Yuri? Or do I go with the little deep voice girl, Natsuke? Because if I stay with Yuri, would I trigger someone else to die? Or if I go with Natsuki, will she trigger Yuri to die? And then Monika will be the last left. I need you guys to vote with this for this before I gotta write my first poem again. Just spam in chat. Yuri or Natsuki? Natsuki would probably kill Yuri. She probably wouldn't kill her because she's too small and she's too cute and blah 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 blah. Yuri's obviously, if Yuri's gonna die now, she's obviously gonna kill herself through cutting. Because that was the reveal there. But Natsuki shut us down when she caught on to what we were doing. Will Yuri shut us down if we catch on to Natsuki? Because I don't want to kill Natsuki if I don't know much about her. But then again, I was going full head on for Yuri, and I got to know Sayori through it. So logically, it wouldn't matter who I choose. I could stick with Yuri fine, like everyone's saying, and I'd learn Natsuki through that, because now the drama's gonna happen with her instead of with Sayori. And I still feel like Monika's gonna be immune until they're both gone. Because before it was Sayori that got me to join the club, and now it's Monika, the girl who's off the table. So I'm gonna go with everyone, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick with Yuri and see if we can learn Nusake through Yuri. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I'll figure it out, do ya? I'm trying to figure it out. This is my call. This is my call right now. I'm gonna stick with Yuri, even though she's weird now. And I'm gonna go use, and I think I'm gonna learn Nusake. It's Yuri. You got 3 votes. Yuri 2 Nusake. Yeah. So I'm gonna stick with Yuri, and through that I'm gonna learn Nusake, and Nusake will die. And then through that, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'd be forced to stay with Yuri, or Monika will come up as a character again. It'll start come up as a character that I can romance. But if I go, I don't know. I'm gonna stick with Yuri and just see what happens. I'm gonna stick this out. I'm gonna go with original decisions. Gotta stick this out. This is getting weird. I don't understand. We're doing it. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in a moment of silence. Hey, I just got a good idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. More votes soon with the poem. Oh, yeah. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. I'm sorry, I'm giving her serious voice. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Oh, now she's vice president. Oh, but Sayori was vice president. So Shiori, so is okay. I don't know yet. Something tells me to say that the vice president title is cursed to die. It's immediately what jumped in my head when I saw that. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, James? Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? Huh? What's that? Now that we've all reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth and say what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought.
Humph.
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, James. The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these 3 girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all like this? I would feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. Wait a second. So if another one gets killed off, and I go through that, oh, that's gonna happen. That's gonna re-script it again. Okay. So if writing poems is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, so I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. She didn't jump up. Did you see that? Did you see that Monica did not jump up? She stayed there. She's like, I knew that shit was gonna happen. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, James? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after this, I would be super pissed.
I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. And with that, I think we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. James, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with my mid-core writing skills. I really feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continuing to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Yeah, we're gonna need 3 people to form an official club. It's gonna keep decreasing and decreasing like that. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way home, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Nasuke, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. After losing Shiori there and having her totally written out of the script, I don't want to spend any time with these girls. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I don't want to read this. I don't want to read this. A dream. I was wandering in an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room. Its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into the hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way is up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sound of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely shallow by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. And see, now Monica isn't the character yet. Okay. If we're going for Yuri, try and pick a word. You guys try and pick a word that Yuri's gonna like, and then I'll choose it. We'll move on. We'll do this 20 odd times. There's time, there's waterfall, there's wonderful, there's love, there's excitement, incongruent, cage, nibble, hopeless, marshmallow. Now I wonder if peanut butter is right. Can we write a poem for Sayori now? Incongruent, hopeless. Hopeless. Alright, that's 2-1 against Nolan. Sorry, Nolan. It's 2 for hopeless. Never mind, yes, Sayori. See, but what would that do? What would it do if we chose a Sayori one? Especially, like you said, if names can double, if words can double up, so it can do multiple girls. All right, we're gonna go with hopeless. Wait, we're doing a Sayori poem or a Yuri poem? I'm just wondering, because we had to debate early on when we were first making poems that when we chose a word, a girl hops. And that word is obviously for her. But then it's like, well, multiple words or multiple girls can be affected by a single word. It's not going to be like this one's Yuri, this one's Sayori, this one's Natsuke. It's gonna, they're like they're gonna have some crossover. So with that, would there be any point, or would the crossover just cut off for that person? All right, for this, Illusionary Rocket says sticky, which is there. We also have proof. We have candy. We have vacation. We have variance, sticky, flying, puppy, amazing, incapable, vertigo. What did I miss? We're rewriting the first day poem. Again, we're writing it for Yuri, I think. Variance, puppy, sticky. So sticky's been chosen, puppy has been chosen, variance has been chosen. I need a new vote. I need another vote. Peanut butter, you haven't popped a vote for this one. Variance. Alright, we'll go with variance. Lollipop, cheer, explode, analysis, blanket, electricity, adventure, clouds, special, fantasy. So the most Yuri-like one is probably analysis or fantasy. Oh, actually, fantasy is a good one. Yeah. Fantasy is a good one. Analysis is a good one. Fantasy is a good one. One vote for each. Fantasy again. 2-1 there. There was an adventure. Alright, we'll go with fantasy then. Fantasy was for Natsuke. Okay. Atone, dream, judgment, lust, shopping, philosophy, giggle, dark, flower, anxiety. Anxiety's obviously... I'll bear the goddamn wild card. Yeah, I know, right? He plays by his own rules. Dark. Dark is good. Anxiety is good. Philosophy is good. Judgment might be pretty good. Lots of anxiety. Alright, we're gonna go with anxiety. Shiny, whirlwind, captive, pink, heart, determination, papa, shame, beauty, milk. I think determination is fine. Captive is good. Dude, me and Nolan are agreeing. I've never seen this. Milk, shame, shame. Alright, there's 2 for shame. Peanut butter can come in here and fucking tie it all up. And then I'm gonna choose shame because... Not peanut butter. Who's not voted? Nolan. Mr. Justin. Fucking milk. Determination. Alright, I'll go with shame then. Play, massacre, twirl, loud happiness, essence, passion, skirt, climax, music. Play, massacre, twirl, loud, essence, happiness, passion, skirt, music. Essence, climax, winky face. Winky face, climax. That's what I thought too the first time I saw that one. Essence, essence. Okay, we're doing essence. Peaceful, marriage, melody, fireworks, dazzle, kiss, lipstick, pure, unending, vanilla. Ooh, I want unending vanilla. Unending seems good. Pure, dazzle. Dazzle and pure have been chosen. Peaceful. Melody. No one had picked a single similar one. I'm gonna go with peaceful. I think that's a pretty good one. Yeah. All right, misery, uncanny, prayer, covet, misery, uncanny, prayer, covet, inferno, together, mouse, vibrant, bed, chocolate. Misery might be a good one. Covet would be a good one. Together, again, I think it's a good one too. I like misery, I like covet, I like together. Together, together, mouse, misery. Alright, together. I was expecting chocolate. Rainbow, clumsy, whisper, empty, boop, playground, bunny, sugar, rain cloud, daydream. Isn't boop a sound effect? Boop! Boop! Wild card for a reason. Alright, so I kind of like empty. Rain cloud. Whisper. So I got empty, rain cloud, misty. Okay. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Boop. Boop just sounds funny. I'm gonna go with Boop. I don't know why. I just want Boop. Alright. Fester, Breathe, Destiny, Contamination, Grief, Alone, Nature, Infinite, Cute, Socks. Fester sounds good. Breathe sounds good. Contamination sounds good. Grief and Alone sound good. Infinite sounds good. Alone, Destiny, Socks. Bear, I don't even have to look at your name to know which one you choose. I swear to God. Destiny. Anybody, you already voted for Alone. Alone, Destiny, Socks. Alone, Destiny, and Socks. Alone, I like Destiny out of those. Socks is pretty random. It's pretty rando the random. Joke's on you, what if my answer is the way to secret ending? Well, we'll never know. I wasn't expecting... I was expecting multiple... I don't know. Usually these games have multiple endings, but because I knew it was going to be like a... because I knew it was going to be like... It's like a dating sim gone wrong. I thought it was all going to boil down to one ending. It didn't matter which path you chose. They all kind of go into the same thing. But now I'm thinking that's wrong. But you guys, I'm going to choose Destiny. And you guys fight over this one. I'm going to use the mushroom. Well, it looks like Sensation has been picked. Okay. So we're going to go with Sensation. Okay. Hair Parfait, Ocean Holiday, Joy Horror Party, Calm, Frightening, Ambient. Horror is good. Frightening is good. Ambient is fine. 2 for horror right off the crack. I should have grabbed water while I got up. An ambient, I like that. I like ambient as well. And another for ambient. 3 for ambient. And 1 vote for Nolan. Nolan wasn't an option. I couldn't choose. I couldn't choose it. Raindrops, disoriented, melancholy, rose, hop, smile, forgive, defeat, broken, sing. Melancholy, hop. Melodic's not an option. Peanut butter. Quit. On the ones on the ones there. The ones there. That way. Another for hop. Another for melancholy. Alright, melancholy. Sunny, sparkle, death, memories, journey, romance, tragedy, insight, sunset, childhood. Death might be fine. Something tells me that childhood is fine. Tragedy seems fine. Romance seems fine. Sparkle, memories, death. Death, sparkle, memories. Tragedy, memories. Now let's do memories. Awesome, pout, swimsuit, hurt, heartbeat, desire, starscape, silly, eternity, depression. Hurt, desire. Gamma Ray. Hi, Gamma. I love you too, Gamma. Desire. I got 2 for desire. The swimsuit. Alright. Comfort, lucky, unstable, fluffy, headphones. Comfort, unstable, fluffy, comfort, lucky, unstable, fluffy, inflatable, headphones, engulfant, disaster, disown, wrath. Unstable. Okay. Unstable sounds good. What's bear choose fluffy? Unstable, infallible. Because bear headphones. I think bear's not that kind of guy. He's just more of a he's gonna go with fluffy. Unstable, comfort. Unstable, 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 infallible, comfort. All right, I have 3 votes for unstable. Fun, despise, promise, doki doki, after image, whistle, vitality, family, lazy, friends. Fun, despise, promise, doki doki, after image, whistle, family, vitality, lazy, friends. Y'all don't know me. I don't know, man. I feel like that was a good call on my part. I feel like it was a good call. Whoa, that all came at once. Doki Doki, Vitality, Despise, Doki Doki. Looks like Doki Doki gets the vote. Skipping, email, imagination, games, ribbon, portrait, warm, secretive, feather, pain. See? See, Bear? I told you it was a good call. It was a good call. Vote for pain. Skipping email. Imagination games. Portrait ribbon. Warm, secretive, pain, feather. Email. Another one for pain. I think we're just gonna hit up pain before those other votes pop their way in. I'll wait. I'll wait it out. I'll wait it out. Oh, Bear said secretive. Alright, so then that means it's 3 pain. Okay. Strawberry Treasure. Strawberry Treasure. Summer Valentine. Universe Flea. Anger. Agonizing disarray. Pleasure. Strawberry Treasure. Summer. Sorry, I know it was peanut butter. I just got lost in the chat a little bit. Strawberry Treasure. Summer Valentine. Universe Flea. Anger. Agonizing disarray. Pleasure. Agonizing. Agonizing's fine. Disarray I think would be fine too. Agonizing, disarray, strawberry, flea, strawberry. Alright, we're choosing strawberry. Facetious. Facetious question. The jump bubbles, bliss nightgown, suicide kitty, heaven sent meager. Facetious question. Bubbles, jump. Bliss nightgown, kitty, suicide, heaven sent meager. Vote for kitty. Vote for suicide. And 2 votes for suicide. 3rd vote for suicide. Peanut butter wants to take backsies. No take backsies here. You get 1 page. So it looks like it's suicide. 1 vote per page. Kitty for Tattle. Where's Tattle? Oh, they're all asleep at the Miami. Hi again, James. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club where no one dies and gets written out of the script. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yuri, don't do that to me. He's probably not gone. He's probably just passed out on the keyboard at the computer. He's probably just conked out. He's a busy man now. He's all super tired from doing super sportsy stuff. And then on top of that, I don't know if he's still smoking, but if he is, he's probably smoking and getting really relaxed. And tired plus relaxed is going to equal pass out. Anyway. Peanut butter. Censor yourself. Should make Ghost Yuri. Shit, yeah, maybe. Thanks for keeping your promise, James. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Not like my face puzzle that I had briefly. That wasn't confusing, was it? Or overwhelming? Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, okay. Hi there, Nasuke. Alright. In her defense, Yuri only had a face freak out, not a whole body freak out. Oh, come on. He deserves any slack. Yuri had to be dragged here by Monica. Yeah, has anyone noticed that this is sideways? The classroom was tilting, right? Is it still tilting? Oh my god, it's still moving. It's still moving. Whoa, that's weird. Okay.
I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
You're standing in the way of the chat, Monika. Natsuke seems a big muff for someone who keeps a Magna collection in the club room. Natsuke finds herself stuck between, say, Monika and Magna.
Magna is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuke pops back into her seat. I'm sorry, James. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Is the classroom at the right degree for you yet? I'm moving it to make it more comfortable for you. Yuri shoots Natsuke with a disappointment glare. Anyway, anyone notice this is moving? Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I really can't say no either way. I'm just gonna sit on this side of the classroom though, because you know, I want it to be more like a lazy boy. I can't really say no either way. It's like you said, I'm in the club now. Also, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean anything like that. Does she seem weirdly close? She seems a little weirdly close. Yeah. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh no, it's not that, Yuri. I just want to try and be part of this club. Even so, even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. A short read so it could keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Anyway, we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. She sunk down quite a bit there. I don't know if that was normal, because she's weird. She's kind of close. How is this girl accidentally being so cute and creepy at the same time? She's even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Okay, she went back to. She didn't come down quite a bit. She's still kind of normal-ish for how close she is. Phew. Well, at least you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, okay, that jarringly went back to its proper settings. Now that everyone's settled in, I used to like Yuri. I used to too. This used to be nice. Now that everyone is settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuke is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I've wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri is telling me, but decided to let it go.
I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book title is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Illuminati. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experimentation prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the faculty gets even worse as they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and asphyxiating them too. Oh wait, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Anyway, I'm really into it. Okay, at the beginning, wasn't this book about a younger sister moving in with her older sister and then things go wrong there? Was that not what this was about the first time? Now this one's straight up about murder and stuff? Anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? No, it's not kind of dark. It's incredibly gory. It's not dark at all. It's just gory. You really made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came out of nowhere. What dark turn? You didn't rewrite that part of the script, Monica. Get your shit together. Are you not a fan of this story? Of that story? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, James? No, it's not that. I meant I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, but so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. So she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, oh god, all the poems are going to be different and more extreme. Oh my god. It's the kind of challenge you look at life from a new and strange perspective when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil,
but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all totally worthless anyway. Then suddenly...
I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm so sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything, especially not with that part where you started talking like a demon. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts,
my whole body gets incredibly...
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. At least I can do is listen. This is Literature Club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes.
I mean, you don't have to, but... Haha, what were you saying? You know, in the demon voice. Your whole body, something about it makes you feel like your whole body. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book and put it into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem to be a little bit apprehensive. That's because I'm secretly a demon on the inside. I'm sorry. I'm making myself laugh at this. It's not what I meant to do. It's not that I didn't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's it. Reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you for anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read, like some sort of demon is standing on my shoulder. It's not particularly anything bad, maybe a little bit distracting, you know, having a demon peer over your shoulder, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. She's literally reading. She looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just breathing in the heat of feeling your... Yuri, you don't need to apologize a lot. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, This should work, right? I sat at my desk until it's up against Yuri, then hold my book. Oh god, I'm expecting a jump scare when the scenes change. When the scenes change, I'm expecting a jump scare. Oh god. I'm expecting it. It's coming. It's gonna come. Peanut butter? Don't, man. Don't leave me here. I need you. You're my only mod in chat. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book. I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I insist on using my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Alright, scene change, there's no jump scare. Nothing's weird going on at this particular moment in time. Yuri takes her left arm and holds it to the... You know what? This classroom does look different, though. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Anyway, that way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face in the corner of my vision. You know, the heat the warmth that radiates off of someone's face when they're literally on fire because they are in fact a demon. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Oh yeah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted there for a second. You know, the warmth of your demon face. I glance over at Yuri's face once again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me when I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a slight silly thought, but are you a Satan? Are you the demon? Are you a demon? The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You know, with all her demon bloodlust. Eh? No, I don't really relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way that she second guesses things she said. Okay, you know what? This is from the old script. This is from the pre-Sayori script. And all that. That's what you're talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. Wow, look at that face. Oh, look at that face. Okay. Okay. I'm getting nervous laughter. I'm getting nervous laughter because I know something's coming. Okay. You know when you're nervous and you can't do anything but you just laugh? I'm getting that. Never mind. We didn't get that far yet. Sorry, I don't know what came into my head. Ha 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 ha. Are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. Can you resist? You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands to her chest to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. But, you know, I can't be holy water or I'm gonna die because I'm a demon. Alright, don't push yourself, demon girl. Oh my god, it's scene changed. Okay. I'm afraid of every scene change now. The poems are going to be totally different. You're so right. I'm not looking forward to those either. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the room. What on earth was that about? James, did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri's acting all strange. Or was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I'm going to kill her off because I'm rewriting the script. I was making sure that that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. All right, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? What? Should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. Who should I share my poem with? Oh my god, whose poem are we going to read? Oh, we're going to read Natsuke's poem first, because she's usually into cute things. I told Natsuke I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
Yeah, a little bit. Just right on my bottom. Sorry. I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheeses can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, that poem's the same. Good news. That poem's the same. That poem's the same. That poem's the same. That poem's the same. Okay, good, good, good. Remember, Monica wasn't available. Yeah.
I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Why are you so
convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. It's like when I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's visit Monica. Hi, James. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything that we can do better, I'm always listening. I propose that we, instead of using hot water for the tea, we use holy water for the tea. It can be hot holy water, that's fine. We can burn the hell out of it. But this is what I think. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha! Don't worry, James. We're all a little embarrassed today, wouldn't you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we'll all need to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Great job, James. I was going ooh in my head while I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I can always count when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from recently. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head. It's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being included like that. She must have really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming out on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for some alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. I made a suggestion about holy water instead of hot water for tea, and this bitch ignored it. Yuri, you're on my side, right? At least we all started. We all started sharing poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm very sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? No, not really. Don't worry, I'm not very good. I still don't want to. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the same. That doesn't mean I always feel the same way. I'm scared to help. Don't read it. Most of this stuff isn't as bad later on. Is the text box glitching? I do not see that at all. I did not see a text. I did not see a text box glitching. I was reading right from it. I did not see it. Like a pink would overlap a letter. I did not see it. Isn't that any problems? These bitches are all of them. Yeah, pretty much. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glare at my surroundings, but my burnt eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantically scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. That poem seems different. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ha, that's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It's a lot. That's it. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can sound really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. Epiphany recently. Epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yes, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. But maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to put something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh, there's only one girl left. We're gonna do this. Hi, I'm glad to see you're not glitching. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes light. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say something out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous for? Ha 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 ha. Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time ever. Really? Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at the poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason why I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through them myself, I learned to pick up on them. I think they're most most notable I think the most noticeable that I recognize the new writers has style is to try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finishes her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor, it totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them, and getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but all of it comes with patience and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuke can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuke. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. So Yuri smiles dreamily as if there's a rare opportunity before her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, this is fine. This is normal. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Do you flicker back? Please don't flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Well, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something that's easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Will you help me speak to my dead best friend, Sayori? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, James. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance at it over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the world. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolic compared to the ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing this all along. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, James. Me too. Okay, we seem to get at the end of problems with the glitching in the game. Like, they seem to be getting pretty rare now, but we gotta go home. We gotta do another poem, and then we gotta come back. Same poem. Why can't we have some Minecraft and family-friendly streams? That's not what we do here. Okay, so this song that's currently playing, does it feel like sometimes it goes too flat? I just wanted to know that because it feels like when I'm listening to it, it feels like sometimes now it's going a little too flat. Like that wasn't there before. And it's mostly prominent when it starts. I just want you guys to listen for it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my own MIDI-core writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. Her eyes land on Yuri and Nutsake. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Nasuke's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
No, it's nothing.
Nasuke dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's a fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about giving up. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and James did too, which are the only other people here. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And James liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nasuke suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize that you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that James appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately gone out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger when James started showing up.
Natsuke. Natsuke, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
That doesn't involve you. Talking about your own insecurity, taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuke.
Me? Look who's top.
Edgy? Sorry. Hairstyles.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
To comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to overcome themselves as they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by just dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful. Be careful, or you might cut yourself with that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Oh yeah, go on. Let James hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. James, she's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. Okay.
What do I do? Someone do this for me. Someone choose this for me. I don't want to choose. Nope, 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 nope. I don't like this. This is getting weird. Alright, we're still going for Yuri, right?
Hi.
Hey James, why don't we step outside for a bit? Okay? Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. There's no music again. There's no music again. Last time shit went sideways, there is no music. It's probably for better for us to stay out of this. They'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ha 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 ha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own cult members properly. I wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. You're conspiring. And suddenly Nasuke runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuke or did. James, please don't hate me. Please, I'm not like this. There's nothing wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuke will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not like that. I don't get much of a chance to discuss my book with James. It would be really embarrassing if you listened. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Yeah, I think there's peanut butter. Hi, peanut butter. Hi there, Bacadese. Oh, you're 100. Okay. Okay. So those two girls had a fight. Natsuke left crying, and Yuri was left in the corner going back and forth. Are we still writing for Yuri? Anyone? How many times has this happened? We're on our second run through. Sayori died. And now Yuri is glitchy when she comes on stage. And she talks like a demon at randomly. Monika seems to be writing the script now. And we learned that Yuri is... We're 99.9% sure that Yuri is a cutter. And we're doing no spoilers. So, we're writing for Yuri up to this point. So do we keep writing for Yuri? Or should we write Natsuke a poem? If she even shows up. She might not even show up. There's literally 4 people in this club. Oh, my old saves are gone. 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 I can't go back. I can't go back. Oh! This whole time is just like, I really want to go back and not tell Sayori that I loved her.
Okay. We're gonna keep at it with Yuri. Okay. Yay! Voting on the poem time. Should do alone, spinning, waterfall, fester, uncontrollable existence, unrestrained, crimson candy, and for fun. I'm getting on Netflix and watching SpongeBob after this. Bro, I have to go to bed after this. It's raining sideways here. There's rain beating on the side of the windows. The wind is blowing like small branches and stuff onto the side of the house. I have to go to sleep in that. I have to go to sleep in that. To shit hitting the sides. I'm out on a farm in the middle of butt fucking nowhere. I get fog in the field around the house. Are you dual streaming? Yes, I am dual streaming. Just remember when we're dreaming happily. Alright, so there's one vote so far. Well, there's two votes so far for Crimson. So we're just going to go with that. Go with Crimson. So now our options are Mouse, Comfort, Skipping, Fear, Depression, Question, Firefights, Climax, Wonderful, Chocolate. Alright. So these are the words you're choosing on for this poem. Mouse, Comfort, Skipping, Fear, Depression, Questions, Fireflies, Climax, Wonderful, Chocolate. Whatever's most popular. There's one for Depression. Because we're still waiting for Yuri. We'll just go through this because I think people are getting more excited about seeing the stuff that's between the poems and not the poems. Unstable, skirt, embarrass, sing, fickle, aura, cute, frightening, playground, or kitty. Unstable, skirt, sing, embrace, flicker, aura, cute, frightening, playground, kitty. Unstable or frightening, I feel like. We could do kitty. That's been voted a few times, but it's never had enough to win. So let's just go with unstable kitty. Yeah, we'll just go with kitty. Oh. Meager, pure, swimsuit, enhance, raindrops, silly, dance, vertigo, summer, smile. Meager sounds fine. Vertigo sounds fine. Hi Backadies, thank you for subscribing. Or for following, sorry, you're on Twitch. I know that, I know that, I know that, I know that, I know that. Vertigo. Okay, let's do Vertigo. It's gonna be first answer. That's all it's gonna be. So if you want yours chosen, just put it in faster than someone else. Pink, pleasure, excitement, tragedy, promise, jumpy, scars, electricity, Valentine, inferno. Tragedy seems fine. Scars seem fine. Oh. Tragedy. Okay, we're doing tragedy. Pout, giggle, nightgown. That's probably a good one. Incapable, contamination, doki doki, special, misery. That's not probably a good one. Breathe, probably a good one. Death, probably a good one. Oh, this game's getting weird. This game is getting weird. This isn't a game, it's a visual novel, but it's getting weird. Peanut Butter, thank you for following me on the Twitch as well as on the tubes of the U. In case you're wondering, I'm dual streaming because Twitch is clearly the better platform for streaming on, but I started and I have a lot of fans and subs in YouTube. Someone said nightgown. We're gonna do nightgown.
Okay. Warm, determination, tenacious, vitality, desire, extreme, dark, starscape, inflatable, lollipop. Warm, determination, vitality, tenacious, desire, extreme, dark, starscape, infallible, lollipop. I was so gung-ho on these poems when we started this and before things got weird, and now I could not care less which one it is. It's like, oh my god. Alright, we're doing dark. Because I just want to see these, like these, I just want to and I don't want to see these messed up things in between things. Atone, lipstick, adventure, variance, vivid, shiny, massacre, together, milk, memories. Vivid. Hope, a glitched out word. Anxiety, cage. Peaceful, melancholy, fantasy, suicide, shame, joy. Do I have a choice? I have to do the messed up word, don't I? I have to do the messed up word, don't I? As long as you say stay as a non-partner, you're okay to dual stream, but as soon as you get partnered. Jumbled text, yeah, we gotta do the jumbled text. I'm never gonna get partnered. I'm never gonna be that popular. Never, ever, ever. It's never gonna happen. I broke it. I broke poem writing. I broke poem writing. Okay. Bliss, romance, broken, sunny, wrath, blanket, games, disarray, flower, misfortune. Which one are we choosing? Are we choosing bliss or romance or broken or sunny or wrath or blanket? Games, disarray, flower, or misfortune? I think broken. Broken seems highly appropriate right now. Broken is incredibly appropriate. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's cool. That's awesome. That's cool. That's cool. I'm fine with that. That's fine. Bed, flee, whirlwind, treasure, prayer, hop, ribbon, eternity, proof, sadness. I'm going to choose flee. That's all I want. I'm going to choose flee. Peanut butter, don't you dare. Peanut butter, I need you. Twirl, despise, lust, kiss, heartbeat, laugh, engulfant, nibble, fireworks, or disaster. Disaster seems appropriate right now. That seems good. It seems like a good one. This seems like a disaster. Yeah, we'll go with disaster. Friends, pain, calm, captive, judgment, passion, vanilla, universe, whisper, or sparkle. I don't know. Maybe captive, because I feel like I can't break away from this game right now. Feel captive to it. Yeah, let's do that. Disoriented, nature, sensation, shopping, rose, destiny, daydream, play, loud, hopeless. Disoriented seems fine. Hopeless seems good. Those both seem very good for this particular thing. Remember, first come. First one to throw in a word. That's the one I'm choosing. We're not doing most popular vote right now. We're just want to power through this, so it's first one. Disoriented. Cool. Perfect. Oh. Awesome. Sticky. Unrequited. Melody. Strawberry. Entropy. Time. Sweet. Agonizing. Or lucky. Agonizing? Maybe? We're definitely not lucky. We're definitely not lucky. It's definitely not awesome. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Agonizing. Alright. Parfait, music, philosophy, secretive, journey, anime, bubbles, marriage, insight, horror. I feel like horror is a good one to choose, but I think we've chosen that one a few times. What about journey? This is quite a journey, if you want to call it that. This is a weird journey. Horror? Alright. Everyone said horror instead. Oh, okay. Every sound is uncomfortable at this exact moment in time. Sugar, analysis, flying, clouds, sunset, fluffy, Infinite, childhood, portrait, unending, and unending. I think we want unending. Sugar. Sugar was first on my end. That's what I seen. Peace, rainbow, papa, precious, cheer, charm, ocean, marshmallow, whistle, feather. I do not know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Someone tell me which one to choose. Whistle. Cool. We'll go with whistle. Heaven sent, bouncy, kawaii, I don't know how to say that word. Incongruent, beauty, socks, after image, hurt, explode, color. Color, can I get some of that back in other than Yuri's broken face? Kawaii. Unending, whistle. Was whistle an option here? No, it's not. Kawaii. Puppy, bunny, amazing, rain cloud, dazzle, email, holiday, clumsy, disown, defeat. Ooh, I really want to go with defeat. I really want to go with defeat on that. On the defeat. Because I'm feeling like I'm going to get defeated pretty soon in this. I feel like this game's going to defeat me. Defeat? Okay. Pronunciation kawaii. 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 Oh, okay. That was not 20 words. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Have you? Have you gotten more comfortable here over the past couple days? Because I'm getting more uncomfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, James. I mean, welcome back, Jeans. Hi, Yuri's right boob. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but it's a little booby. The weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Hi, rest of Yuri. Nice to see you. Poster in the background, look closely. It's Yuri hanging herself. Holy shit. I did not want to see that. Nope. Why is it that? Oh my god, I can't unsee it now. Oh god, I can't unsee it now. Okay. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. I'm just gonna go like that. That's better. Oh, but I can't see your face. Oh, okay. Why did you point that out? Why did you point that out? Why would you point that out? Look closely at the poster on the right. Oh. Nasuke is reading manga at the desk. Unsurprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. Okay, this is new. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. Probably wasn't the demon that lived inside of me. I mean, I don't have a demon living inside of me. That black text that comes up sometimes, that's not a demon. And sometimes something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuke as well. Yuri, I'm happy you were able to happy that you were considerate and apologized, but don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here for a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. And maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't mean to think anything less of you. I had already decided that there was no way you could be a bad person. Now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. James, I don't say these kinds of things don't say those things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter when you're around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? I just...
Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
Huh? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I guess you haven't either.
Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Nisuke is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't but help worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Nisuke, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise it didn't mean of any of the things I said or... I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Eh?
Jeez. Whatever you did on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries a little too much about the little things, aren't you?
Yeah. Nisuke just talked like a demon, everyone. But...
I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel a bit better about it. But besides, it's kind of nice to hear since you're always afraid of since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Ah, well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Nisuke turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open.
Why don't we just all crowd this corner? Let's not go into the middle of the room at all.
Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't too worried or anything. Nah. Well, Nasuke was.
I was not.
Ha 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 ha.
What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I was just kind of lost track of time. Ha 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 ha.
That makes no sense, though. You still would have heard the bell ring, at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Ha! Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not very good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Ha, well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
Haha, that's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe... We're all... So both these other girls are gonna die, and then she's gonna play me her song, and it's gonna be creepy as shit. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, James. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't need any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I wasn't hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. Where did they go? I don't know. She's writing the game. She's just deleted them. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I just had to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuke had already run off to the closet, which I am currently standing in. Oh. James, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try and calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Alright, we're out of the closet where Nasuke apparently was also.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
No, not at all.
Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher. Also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. Okay, so at this point, Monica interrupted us as we were going to walk out together. Is she going to do the same thing now? God, please just do the same thing. Please don't do anything weird. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, that's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. Okay, this time we didn't go together. She's just filling the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
Peanut butter, it's just you and me. Everyone else abandoned us. It's you and me, man. We're in this together. I don't know. He probably is. It's just you and me, though, right now in chat. Bump it, bro. Fist bump. Yeah. I'm assuming that you did it. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. It's something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Oh, God. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain, so I heard her heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale like someone is sucking in air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach into the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh, okay, I caught her mid-cut. Okay, she definitely cut her. Okay. I used to go to this bed, coming from the I just started the most logical place. I was bored of watching Yuri. I'm back. Okay. Yuri rewound the game. Yuri rewound the game. Thanks for waiting so patiently. James, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Anything you like, Yuri. I'm gonna mess with something who can literally rewind my universe.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do anything I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot, begins measuring out the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself a little. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do so. So, when it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, James. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't know if I can keep up with this. I'm having trouble too, man. I'm having trouble too. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
James, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Or why is that? It's just a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall, rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I have back pain from very regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so?
Wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my huge breasts. I mean, your posture, right? You're all hunched over while you're reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. It doesn't help to have huge breasts. So, that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, cups at our side. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position last time, each one holding one half of the book, except this time our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. What? Yuri slides over until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Most likely because of her huge personality plot, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, pretty much, right? Yuri hands me my cup, holding it with my hand. That's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Not because I'm gonna have to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. While Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing, she wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a bit. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening my wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Or are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I would get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. You no need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. It's still a really good picture. Yuri, she holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as the result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation were completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she just needed to confirm what just happened. James. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. James. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. James. My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything more. Can you feel it, James? Why did the lights go out? Does anyone tell me why the lights went out? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Okay. Okay. I for sure thought Natsuke was gonna kill her in that moment. She was gonna come out of the closet and just fucking it's time to share poems. Oh, I did not like that her eyes were the only moving part of her body. Peanut butter, man. You said you're going to stay with me, man. You need to stay with me, man. You need to stay with me, man. Man, we're in this together, man. Natsuke. Okay, we're doing Natsuke. Well, it's not really worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ah, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing. Maybe you'll get as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Inosuke completely missed the point. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think that at least you be influenced by Yuri a little bit yesterday, aren't you? I mean, you know. I know you've been, like, spending time with her or whatever, but, you know, Monika and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. Make sure you learn something from it.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, wiggly, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Amy might be Yuri. Who the hell is Amy?
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree, the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Okay, this is totally a different poem.
Everyone has some weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Sometimes that if you're afraid if people find out, that'll make it fun. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club who I respectively won't not name. Iconically, are kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much.
What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you.
Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever. We're done sharing. You can leave now.
Yeah, I know. I had to check that as soon as we started this one. The poster was gone. That was even before the creepy lights all happened. Oh. Why did feeding her chocolate go so wrong? Alright, let's talk to Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for. Today. Yuri starts at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? James, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you about the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. You really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands apparently sweat. Or her hands appear sweaty. Ah, that makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, James. Everything that you write about is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, James? Am I being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Okay. This is not the same poem as yesterday, or as the first run through. This is not the same poem. Okay, just like how hers weren't the same poem. Oh, Amy is Yuri. Oh, I understand what you mean now. Yuri likes spiders. She's not friends with Yuri. Rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolted, lingering gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes. a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, a parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exploitational gearbox, the sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks for 1 second. That ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks for every second time. A bold head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. The end. It doesn't really matter what you write about. Okay, there's no music again. There's no music again. Something weird is going to happen. Every time there's no music, something weird happens. Mine has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on my pen. That's a pen fell. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Alright. She has gone full-blown Yandere-chan on us. She is just full-blown Yandere-chan. It's so weird. It is so creepy. It is terrifying. I'm afraid she's gonna kill Natsuke now. James, I think you saw something earlier that you were... She's controlling the game! James, I think you saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some sort of high from it. It might even be a sexual thing, but at this point, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I haven't had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy. Spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, at least I have it together in my head, and I know how to treat any club members. But anyway, you don't know how to treat Yuri. You don't know how to treat Sayori. Oh my god. Now the fourth wall will no longer be joining us. Rest in peace, fourth wall. Oh, okay. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me, the colors they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violating, granting, with squid, eat, king, screech, ink, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like play a colourboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Delete her. I mean, anyway, right? I mean, what's the point? Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might, wait, who am I talking to? Can you even hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Sure, why not? Nothing can be that disturbing. Things I like about Papa. I like it when Papa comes home early. I like it when Papa cooks me dinner. I like it when Papa gives me allowance. I like it when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like it when Papa gives me lunch money. I like it when Papa comes home for sundown. Before sundown. I like it when Papa cooks. I like it when Papa gives me privacy. I like it when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like it when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like it when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like it when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like it when Papa keeps food in the house. I like it when Papa uses his inside voice. I like it when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like it when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like it when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like it when Papa is too tired for anything. I like it when Papa is too tired for anything. I don't want to know who Papa is. My curse mark is a DOKI partial head. Do you see this? Do you see what my cursor is? Do you see what my cursor is? Okay, everyone. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading. Each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Oh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together good in just a few days. Yes, it was part of Siori's face. Now my eye is red, and it's making this disgusting sound. I have no idea if you guys can hear that. It is a disgusting sound, and it's like creeping on. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That faded on me. That faded on me. That was not a glitch. That faded. Okay. We're gonna leave it here. We're gonna leave this one here, and we'll pick this up through the morning tomorrow. Pick this up tomorrow. It'll probably be fairly late tomorrow, and not nearly as early as this one was, because I work tomorrow. So I probably won't get on until like 11 in my time, which is PST. Or 11:30 in my time, which is also PST. But we're gonna leave this here. Everyone sleep tight. Don't think about anything you just saw. Do not remember this at all. And try and have a pleasant dream tonight. It's gonna be difficult, but try to have a pleasant dream tonight. And we'll do this tomorrow, I guess. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you weren't too creeped out by this. And until next time, everyone. Bye.